Hello, I'm still doing my concrete project and I will share with you soon. Actually, these days I was super busy with making my first bag ever and I'm ready to share with you my journey. I wouldn't say like, oh, I made like Chanel bag or something like that. It's not something fancy, it's pretty simple. It was not that easy that I expect to. And it took a while to do that and I'll share every step that I made. What I want to say about this bag is 100% recycled project. I bought a leather bag. It was like old leather bag that I bought on Flea market and I redid it into this kind of bag. So I hope you will love this video and let's go. Alright, let's start by looking at the quality of the leather. As you can see on the inside there are still some traces of glue and paper. This is the cleanest I could get it. As I mentioned before, I bought this old man's leather document case at a flea market. Why did I choose this path? First of all, I'm a beginner. I need to learn and I don't want to ruin brand new leather. I also don't want to invest a lot of money into this direction just yet. And on top of that, I really love recycling. I started with a pattern. I looked at different bag patterns for references, and this bag won't need a separate bottom. The shape of the pattern creates the bottom naturally. This was something I wanted to keep simple. First, I drew everything on paper, then transferred pattern onto the leather and cut out two pieces. At first, I used a special knife, but then I switched to regular kitchen scissors. Honestly, it felt much easier. For sewing leather, you'll need special tools to make holes, a small hammer, a thick needle, and wax thread made specifically for leather. It's strong and coated with wax. I'll show the basic principle I used to sew the entire bag and then I won't repeat it every time. First, I make holes so the needle can pass through more easily. Piercing thick leather is not an easy task. Using these metal punches and a hammer, I create holes along the edge. Then I thread the needle, secure the thread by burning the end, and press the melted thread into the leather. I sew using a sample stitch like this. To make it stronger, I go back along the same seam. Filling in the gaps, this creates a stitch that looks similar to a machine stitch. I know professionals often sew with two needles, but this method feels easier to me. When I finish sewing, I cut the thread, burn the end, melt it, and press it into the leather to secure it. I stitched all the darts and now I have two three-dimensional pieces that need to be sewn together. I place them right sides together, make holes and stitch them. Once both parts are sewn together, the bag needs to be turned inside out. As you can see, the inside doesn't look very nice, so I decided to add a lining. I made it separately using the same pattern as the bag. I first glue the lining in the place with white glue so it stays even and it's easier to sew later. I use simple hair clips to hold everything in place. So while the bag is drying, I work on the zipper insert. Honestly, I choose a pretty complicated approach. I was sewing intuitively without watching tutorials and now I realize I would definitely do this part differently. I took a piece of leather, cut in half, and planned to sew a zipper in between. The zipper is recycled, it's from an old Nike backpack. At first, I sewed the zipper into the insert and then tried attached it to the back. One side turned out perfect, but the other side didn't sit tightly. The stitches were very visible. I was really disappointed. So I stitched everything, sewed the inserts first, and only then attached the zipper. This was definitely the hardest part of the whole project. And on top of that, the zipper was quite short, and it was the only one he had. I attached the zipper together with the top part of the insert so it goes inward and doesn't stick out. This is how it turned out. Next, I worked on the handless. Since it didn't have much leather and all the pieces were short, I used 4 separate pieces. I made a handle pattern that slightly narrows toward the center and stitched all the pieces together. The result is a long, strong, double-layer handle. To make the top look cleaner, I added an extra leather overlay and stitched it on top, covering the joint. At this point, the rough version of the back is finished and now it's time to refine it. First, I want to hide the messy seam near the zipper. I tap off the area and apply a special leather glue, then leave it to dry for a full day. After that, I stitch this section properly, close the holes and make everything neat. I also sew the sides of the bag together and add another leather overlay where the handle begins. And this is how it looks now. The final step is painting the bag. I used a very simple leather paint applied with a cosmetic sponge, letting each layer dry before adding the next one. And here is my final result.
To this project, I want to give like 8 of 10 because it's not that easy that I thought it's gonna be. Because like in my mind, it's a little bit way easier, but somehow made it pretty complicated. And my main advice is, if you have a thick leather, just maybe try to do some easy project if you're a beginner, maybe some shopper bag or something like that. Because like that one, I would say it was pretty hard to do actually. I think like I made it for 4 or 5 days, spending each day about 2 hours. So I would say I could do that a little bit easier, but for the first project as a beginner, I'm super happy with the result.